Good evening, everyone. Let's use this opportunity to look at one or two things in this course since we have not been having a chance to sit together. So let's quickly look at what we can do in this introduction to R software. Okay, so this is the R environment. Although it might be different from what you used to know, I've rearranged the panels. This console, this particular console, normally stay under here, while this one remain here. If you open the script, it stay at the top, while the environment stay at this place. But you can actually change them based on what you want, okay? And these are the things I want you to learn. This is introduction to R. So don't be looking for how to analyze, but understand the rudiments of R, okay? To do this, you just go to your tools and go to your general global option, okay? You go to the global option and go to the panel layout. So you will see the arrangement of the panel layout here. See the console, see the source console environment and plus. Okay, you can choose how you want them to be and you move them around. From here now you can see my console is here, my source is here, the script, the environment is here, and the file plot area is here. So if you want to reschedule it, you come to here and sidebar on left or to right, so you can rearrange them as you want here. So that's where I did my own. So I don't need to do anything. Let me just cancel it. Then it is where you also change the background. By default, the background come by white. So you go here too and still change it by theme. Let me appearance. Okay, see the appearance, and I show the cloud midnight, and that's why I see this black environment. If I choose the cloudy, it will change. You can see it, but I'm not ready to change it, so I cancel it. All right. So we are looking at some things the last time. Let me open the scripts. Open the file. The file I'm opening is a script, so let's use to work on the document. I think I have R file, a folder called R file here. Let me look for the R file. So under it, I have start334. And then I was talking about cleaning the data, cleaning your data. Okay, and then we're not trying to work on the missing value the last time. I won't go back to them, just quickly open this for us to see. Okay, so there's nothing to do here. What I was doing that very day, if you remember, is that I was trying to install the tidyverse, and it was giving issue. Let me remove the comments. You know what this thing means. When you comment it, you will not it won't run when you run it. Okay, so the first thing, you should know how to install the package you want to use. There's nothing you want to do in RAM that is not there. There's no function that you need to use that is not in RAM already. The only thing that to know where it is and to know how to call it. So you know how to install packages in R by using install.packages, and you put the package inside the double quotes and you run it, it will install. And if you have any error in installing, you make sure that you check why there's error and then you correct it, and that's all. So when you install your package, you also load it by writing library tidyverse. So if I'm going to work, because I've already installed, I don't need to install again. I have it on my system now, so I will only load it. Okay, and when I load it, don't forget that this is no more my console. My console will be moved to this side, so I might not really need to show the console. Okay, and that is why this one I don't need it. I want to minimize it so I can have a full page. Okay, so it's for me to minimize the library. How do you as I'm here, I will click Control Enter. Okay, but for you to see it, I can just click Run. It's the same thing with Control Enter. Okay, if I click this Run, the same thing with Control Enter. If you look at what is written there, you see where run the current line or selection Control plus Enter. So if I click it, it will load the file for me. Okay, fine. You can see it from the console side. It has loaded it. That means I can use it to work. So as I've loaded it, I can load my data, which we have done. I'm not going to do all this thing. This is the data I have on my system, and the one I was trying to use that very day is now there for me to use. So, and it is star word. So if you come here under the data, you see the star word now is there. So, but if you want to check, just view the star word. I'm clicking wrong because I don't see my hand, but you can also use Control Enter. Okay. So if I view the data, you see the data here. Because of my version is showing this particular column, it's telling me that way it has 14 columns. It has 14 columns. These are the 14 columns, but you can close it. These columns are at the top here. That's the top here. There are 14 of them. Okay, so these are the that I want to use star word. That's why I'm using it, because there's a missing value there and there's some duplicate there, which I'm going to use an example for cleaning of the data. So we're not going to do much on it. Okay, I'm not going to do much on it, but all I want us to do is that in cleaning of data, you look for the missing value and you address them. You address them in the sense that you don't just delete them, remove them. No, you remove them based on what you are doing at that point. Okay, so what you are here, what you see here, I think I've run them that very day. You know what, when you say class and when you use star war dollar sign gender, it means that you are telling the star war to go to a column called gender. If you go back to star war, you see that there's a column called gender. Okay, there's a column called gender. If you keep on checking, there's a column called gender. Just have closed the where you see the mini. Okay, look at them. Have you seen it? There's a column called gender. Okay, so when you use dollar sign gender, you are telling that if you go to that column called gender, okay, and class means that what is the class? We've talked about this. You know what is called class? If it is numeric, if it is let me run it so we tell you the close. You can see that it's not numeric, it is character. Look at it, it's character because I've shown you there. And then you can also see it, the level of it is also there. So that is that. Okay. Now, if you look at Star Wars gender, you can assign it to be a factor. I've told us what it is to be a factor the last time. We want to make when you want to make something factor, you define it as a factor. But this is not where we are going to. But one thing I want us to know here is that we have a column gender. We're going to work with the column gender and some of the column we have. So let me just open the missing value. Let me save it. Save. Okay. Saving that. I don't want to see the project cancel. So let me go to my system is doing this something. Open missing value. Okay. So I'm going to use this to explain what is missing value. Now we have height. We have if I go back to the data, we have height. If you look at the height, there should be here. If you look at the height, if you look everything, you will see where they wrote NA. NA means missing value. It's not available. Look at them. Not available, not available. We have some not available. Okay. And we know when to use mean. If you find the mean, let me go to mean. Okay, yeah. If you find the mean of the height, you see what it will tell you. Let's run it. Let me clear my console by writing Control L, or I go to my code, let me see. Sorry, I'll go to here. Let me just like control my system sometimes. So I've cleared it. Okay. So let me run the mean of the height. Let me run it. That's what we see. See, it is not available. Why? Because there are some data that are not number. So it cannot run it. And you can see it here. But if you actually want to get what, let me tell you what me is all about. Me. So let's just put question mark me. Or you just put help me. So let me just put question mark me. And you run it control enter, sorry. Okay, look at it, arithmetic mean. You will see how it tells you how to use it. You see what it tells you here. It says to calculate the mean of x, you think 0. What you're seeing na.arrow means not available. Remove. By default, it's got to false. By default, it's got to false. So when you calculate a mean, and you don't put all these other arguments, it see it as if not available is not removed. Automatically, it will not be able to calculate the mean. But if I'm calculating the second mean now, and I've defined it that, okay, not available, remove, I say true. That is yes. na.rm means not available, remove. It's a yes. So if I run this particular one, is what it will tell you. It will give you the mean because he has removed all the non available that are there. He has removed all the non available that are there. Okay. Now let's select some columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 columns. So let's select them. And these are the codes to select them. Star War. There is a data set called Star War. Okay. So in this Star War, select we have 14 columns, but I just need few of them to explain what I want to explain. So let me select these 4 of them. Okay, I've selected them, and you can see that it is 84 rows with 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see not available under ear color, not available under ear color. Yes, you can see it here. Okay, you can see not available. You can see it. So now, if I want to omit not available, this second one says omit not available. I'm going somewhere. I want to understand something here. You see now, instead the 74.4, sorry, 74 row by 4 column. 1, 2, 3, 4 column. 72 rows. Sorry. Why the first one would they say 84, 87 rows? It means that how many are not available now? We have 15. Yeah, we have 15 not available. But this one has removed it. This particular second one has removed it. But this one, it is still there. Now, the 4 not available that we remove, it is not only in ear color. We also have not available in height. We have not available in some of them, like gender. If you want to see all of them that have not available, let's this particular code, this particular line of code, start with select all of them. Filter complete.case. Okay, filter complete.case is what will tell you. That is complete one, which will still give you this particular one. Will still give you this particular one because here we have removed not available. So if I do this particular one, it will still give you 72 by 4. But if I now do the second one, I say filter, this sign here means not complete.case. Not complete, that is not available that are there. Filter them, let's see them. You see all the not available. You will now see that they are not available in this place. They are not available here. These are the not available. They are just 15 of them. They're just 15 of them. So 15 plus 72 is what gives us the total of 87. So you can see how to check for not available. So these are not available. Now, if you want to analyze this as clear data, you don't just remove not available by omitting them and run the rest. No, it might not be correct. I get it. It might not be correct. For example, when let's look at hair color. If you want to work with height, you can easily remove the not available of height, but don't remove the not available of the remaining two and get what you want to get. By the time you just remove not available generally on all the data, it will remove from the height, it also remove from here. And don't forget, when it's removing this particular not available, it will remove the entire row, entire case. And this one will so it reduces what you supposed to achieve. So you don't just remove not available in the whole data case. Okay, you remove it on the one you are working with. Let's go further. Look at it here. Look at this one. After you filter the not available, and that's okay, drop not available for the height. If I run this, you will see that there won't be not available on the height, and this is 15 by 4. Let me run it now. It will give me 9 by 4. All the not available from the height has come. There's no not available again. So if I'm calculating the mean of the height now, I can still use this particular one. We still join, and it will give better results. Despite the fact that there's not available on this area, that means this particular respondent C3PO did not respond to air color here, but responded to the height. Okay, so we still use the height to calculate what we want to calculate. So what we're just trying to tell us that when you're dealing with cleaning up data, you don't just remove all the non-available anyhow. You remove it based on what you are working with. Okay, so I think let me just stop there. And again, for example, like this one, if I want to work with the air color, okay, you see brown, you see black, you see none. So if I have none not available, I will assume that they are into none. What's your hair color? Some people are black, some people are brown, some people are this. So I can just leave you as none. So in that case, I don't need to remove not available here. No. What I need to do, I just need to change them to none. You change them to none and you solve what you want to do. Let me use this last one to do it and I'll go to the next one. What this last code is telling you is that after selecting the 4 of them, filter, they're not available. Mutate means change. Mutate the hair color. The first one say change this hair color on the hair color now. Change it, replace it to hair color none. That means replace not available on this hair color to none. Take it back to hair color. But the second one say replace not available on this hair color to none, but create another column for it. Call it not available. If I run the first one, this first one, you see that you don't see not available again. They are out now. No. But if I run the second one, okay, the second one, you see that it will create new column and call it hair color 2. So all the not available here are now here. So that is just about the missing value. Okay, that's just about the missing value. All right, thank you for this simple one. I will see to another video. I don't want to be too lengthy so that you can replay and grab it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'll be in class next week. I can discuss it. Thank you.